Morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see if we can fix that right there. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Good morning. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yanitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys, I missed you guys yesterday, but I hope you're ready to get the day started this morning. It's going to be the most amazing day. The student introduction, I took yesterday off to rest. My voice had it yesterday. So, student introduction. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. We're having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. My name is Yanitra Jojo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So, what better place to be than here with me? Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. If your friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch and subscribe to the YouTube channel over there. It costs nothing to subscribe, as well as the podcast. They can listen to it on every platform that you can think of for the podcast, so they can listen to it there. We have the books there on Amazon, um, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, wherever books are found. You can find any of the 7 books, as well as the movie. If they don't want to do any of that, tell them I said Grand Rising. So good morning, good morning. So today I have 2 quotes that I want to use. So the first one is, "I sense it's time to understand more," and the second one is, "You're qualified to be exceptional." Y'all know, been with the morning show for a minute. You know that is my absolute favorite quote. "You are qualified to be exceptional. You're just nervous in front of your current community." It's okay to be nervous, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you are exceptional. Your current community cannot take away the fact that you are great. You are amazing. You are awesome. It cannot take away from that. So allow it to be. Allow it to be. Allow it to be so. Okay. With no stipulations in between. You are qualified to be exceptional. You're just nervous in front of your current community. And I sense it's time to understand more. My hope is that as we move and grow here on the Fearless Morning Show, that you are opening up to understand more, that you're understanding more of who you are, why you are, and any other questions you may have, that it is moving you in that direction. Okay. So today, the fearless thought of the day is how um, how far and what kind. What kind and how far. So I have questions this morning. And if you share the show, please tag me so I can properly tell you thank you. So the 2 questions are, what kind and how far? How far do you want to stretch? Like, how far do you want to stretch yourself to get to what you said you wanted? So we say we want this thing or we want to accomplish this thing, but when we get into the stretching part of it, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work. Why is that? I'm a firm believer that when we get to the stretching part, we stretch to the point where it becomes uncomfortable and then we stop. Okay. Why is that? Why do we stop at that part? What kind of people, and then the next question is, what kind of people do you want to connect with? How far do you want to stretch? And what kind of people do you want to connect with? Good morning, Miss Rivera. How you doing, friend? I got something. Let me show y'all something like that. So I have something to share y'all, to show y'all. So how far you want to stretch, and what kind of people do you want to go with you? Okay. So that was the whole meaning of the Fearless Morning Show, the Sister Rise Retreat, was that we have people that go with us, right? That we have people who will um, go with us as we stretch, who will be there um, when we need it. Good morning, Tammy. Um, so in the stretch, and how far are we willing to stretch, and what kind of people do you want to connect with? So in the stretching part, again, we only stretch as far as it's comfortable. And the minute it becomes uncomfortable is the minute that we stop stretching, right? We stop growing in that phase, simply because it is outside. Number one, is outside of our comfort zone. Number two, it is something so drastically different that we can't comprehend. That's why the quote of the day is, I sense it's time to understand more. And the second quote was, you're qualified to be exceptional. You're just nervous in front of your current community. Okay. So if I'm qualified to be exceptional, and if it's time for me to understand more, when I am ready to see how far I want to stretch, I am ready to get outside of the comfort zone of that stretch. Have you ever did a yoga move or a stretch and you felt that tight muscle pull? And some of us stop in that moment instead of keep going. You got to see how far you're going to stretch yourself. And then what kind of people do you want to connect with? What kind of people do you want to connect with that are going with you as you stretch further than where you are? You've got to be mindful and careful, because here's what's clear, right? Some of us in our growing and stretching, one of the things that we have to let go of, we must let go of, is the idea and the point of me trying to prove I'm better than you. You have to let that go. If in your stretching and your growing, and you have yet to become comfortable with just being who you are, you will find yourself in rooms with people, with friends, and you will find yourself always putting out things that make you look better. This is where I'm from. This is what I do. This is what I make. My family does this. And you will lead with that instead of leading with, this is who I am. It takes a minute to get there. I promise it does. But it is in the understanding more and how far I want to stretch. And I'm just nervous in front of my current community, but I'm qualified to be exceptional. I'm exceptional as I am. I don't have to predefine my exceptionalism. Somebody write that down. I like that. I do not have to predefine my exceptionalism. Like, I don't have to predefine that. I don't have to say I'm great because this, because of my parents, because of where I'm from, because of what I do for my kids. I don't have to do that. I don't have to pre-approve myself with anybody. So as we see how far we can stretch and grow, that's one of the things we have to let go of. And then I want you to know that nothing new can come in if you know it all. So if I'm on a stretching journey And I'm trying to find what kind of people are going with me. I can't know it all. Because if I know everything, nothing new can come in. I can't receive anything new. So here's a meditation thought for you this morning. Something for you to think about. You can do it now. You can do it this afternoon, your lunch break, whenever. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then I want you to picture yourself standing in front of the ocean. And in front of the ocean, you hear the waves. You feel the sand in your toes. You feel the ebb and flow of the water, right, on your feet. And as you become more peaceful, like, oh, this water is so nice and relaxing, picture yourself as an empty container in front of the ocean. You are standing in front of the ocean and you are empty. It is now your opportunity to fill yourself with the limitless possibilities of the ocean. You do not have to worry about if someone's going to steal or rob the opportunity from you, because they're busy filling their container with possibilities. So your main focus as you stand in front of the ocean, as it pulls you back and forth, as you feel the water on your feet and your ankles and your feet are in the sand, and as you push down and ground yourself into it, you are filling your container of possibilities. And your only thought should be, look at all the amazing possibilities that I have. Look at what is before me. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can fill your container for you. You can't fill anybody else's container. How far do you want to stretch? And who do you want to go with you? As you stand in front of the ocean, filling your container with all the possibilities, you will find your capacity to receive more will cause you to stretch more. You've got to be uncomfortable with the stretch. And it's in that moment, as you look at the possibilities that are before you, that you know you're qualified to be exceptional. You're just nervous because there may be somebody standing beside you that you're trying to prove that you're good enough to be here. Let me help you take that away. You no longer have to prove that. You don't have to prove that you're good enough to be here. You don't have to prove that you have the right words to say. You don't have to prove it by saying how much money you make. You don't have to prove it by saying where you're from. You don't have to prove it by saying what your kids do, what you do, mama. You don't have to prove it, honey. Just own it because it's yours. Stand in it. Rock with it. Rest with it. You are endless possibilities. Now you're at the point where you are open to understand more. The more you understand, the more you fill your container of possibilities. The more that you do not need to be, you do not have to qualify or tell somebody else why you're qualified. It is so. So on this great, most amazing morning, I want you to have the most amazing day. I want you to stand in front of the ocean and be limitless today. I want to know how far you want to stretch. And what kind of people do you want to connect with? Sometimes we connect to the right people at the wrong time because it's the wrong time for us. We're not ready. And you may think you are, but you're not. And you still have more work to do, and that's okay. Because you're in the understanding more phase. So however you choose, know that you're qualified to be exceptional. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. I wanted to show y'all some of the things that they got at the Sister Rise Retreat. I haven't even opened up mine. So the ladies had a great time. At least I think everybody had a great time. Next year it's going to be amazing. So this is the little mug that they got. Um, it says Sister Rise on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe if I bring it back. No, it says Sister Rise on it. So it's a little glass mug. They got that. Of course, they got a journal. But they also got this cute little bag that says Sister Rise on it. And so this is like a deep navy blue for those that can't tell. And this is rose gold. We have little pockets on the side. And of course, they got a Sister Rise pen. They got all kind of goodies in their bag. I may have a few bags and mugs for sale. I'm still going through my inventory. If you would like to purchase a bag, if you would like to purchase a mug, please let me know. And I will get those for you. And I'll let you know the price. So if you want one, send me a message and I will get the pricing to you if you want the bag or the mug. Okay. So on this most amazing day, as we're being peaceful, period, because there's absolutely nothing after that. I want you to ask yourself today, how far am I willing to stretch? Have I stretched enough? And what kind of people do I want to connect with? Who am I connecting with? That is important because right now, who you are connected with could be the reason why you're not stretching and growing and moving. It could also be the reason why you're standing still. You could be the reason why you're not stretching and growing. It could be the words that you're saying and your actions. And we have got to take time as we are knowing that it's time to understand more, as we are opening ourselves up to understand more. As we stretch ourselves and grow, you're qualified to be exceptional, period. That's it. So on this most amazing day, and I do have some exciting news that I'll share with you guys later. Some things that I've been working on. I do have another book coming out. We will, I'll tell you later. So I hope you have the most amazing day. I want you to be peaceful, period, because there's nothing after that. Please make sure you share the show because sharing is caring. Friends and family don't have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel. They can binge watch all the Phyllis Morning shows. So y'all can see I sung and danced so much and so hard. My voice is still angry at me. But it's okay. It's going to be a good day. If you would like the mug or the bag from Sister Rise Retreat, send me a message and I will tell you the pricing for that and get that to you. So if you have a great day, and I'll see you guys here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.